one such film which gets mentioned in the documentary is Tales from the QuadeaD Zone.
Yes.
Is that VHS as highly sought after to this day? I mean, do you think there are any copies still out there, or has pretty much every copy been snapped up now by people such as yourself?
I think there's probably still copies out there. Maybe I think it was 2018. I found one at a video store. The only one that like I've actually found in the wild. And that it was only $1. So I mean, if it happened then, I mean, yeah,
What
it is.
was your hand shaking?
Oh, my girlfriend was there. Like I pointed it out. I'm like, oh my! I was like dripping in sweat. I remember like burying it in a stack because I didn't want. Once in a while, you'll go to like a video store and the like person will start looking stuff up and they'll start from like the top of the stack. I'm like, I need to bury this just in case randomly he starts looking like. And if you Google Tales from the QuadeaD Zone, you'll get articles about it being one of the rarest tapes. You'll get adjust your tracking articles. So I just needed to avoid that. So I buried it in there. I remember snapping like the worst picture ever where you could like just see it in the stack. I was like, this is the best day ever. But yeah, that's still highly collectible. I saw somebody posted their wish list on one of the Facebook groups like yesterday and it was on there. It was like right at the top. So people are still wanting that. It's still gonna go for easily over 1,000.
You do realize
And
most of this is probably your fault as well for having it
yeah.
in the
Oh,
documentary.
people, I saw somebody like blaming adjust your tracking for like why prices are high. I'm like, maybe that's one of the reasons, but I don't know if it's the only reason. But yeah, it's definitely that. I love how many collectors there are. I love everything. But yeah, the price is skyrocketing after the documentary and after just spreading the word about it so much. It's like, yeah, it's a double-edged sword kind of when I can't get what I want for cheap anymore, but whatever. It's still
Do you,
cool.
any idea how many copies of that film were actually produced?
I don't know. I think like Lewis from Massacre, he knew, and I remember him saying like an amount. Maybe it was like 300 or something, but a lot of them got destroyed or got moldy and just
Yeah.
lost over time. And then, of course, a lot of video stores shut down and just threw out their stuff. So that's a low number compared to, I mean, there's other rare tapes that had thousands and thousands of copies. So having less than 1,000 is crazy. And there's also like the other release of it too, the even rarer clamshell release of it that who knows how many copies. I've only seen 2 ever, so who knows how many were made of that, but that's a rare movie. Awesome movie.
What I found awesome is that one of the copies you own originally belonged to the late Howie Pyro of Degeneration and Danzig. That's crazy.
Yes. Oh yeah, that he was great. I'm annoyed because there was so many times that we were going to meet up to when I was in California, and like one time he was like getting his teeth fixed, another time he was like busy, and then one time we had to leave early, so it like I never got to see his collection actually in person, but through talking to him over the years, like I heard so many crazy stories. Speaking of shirts, he would like he had a crazy shirt collection, I heard, and he would like rent his shirts to like movies that were set in the 80s and stuff like that, which is insane to think about, but awesome. He was a great guy. RIP.
Nice one. What was it? Did he like post about it sometime? That's how you became aware that he actually owned a copy of it.
Yes. The guy that I mentioned who had the crazy promo collection, he posted that he was looking for it, and then Howie like posted that he had it, and they worked out something. I don't know what kind of deal they worked out, but and then I ended up buying that guy's collection a few years later. So I had both copies. One was from Scarecrow Video in Seattle, and then the other was from him. So like both copies had an amazing history and story. And the person who bought Howie's copy is a good friend of mine, and his collection, he has like one of the best, absolute best collections in the world. So like I'm happy that he has it. I know he'll never get rid of it, and it's kind of like a museum what he has, so it's a good spot for it.